There's been this huge push in recent years to understand how childhood trauma affects us as adults. And what researchers are finding is that it impacts pretty much every aspect of our lives, from our relationships to our physical health to our mental well-being. But a new study now suggests that it may also change the very structure of our brains. Past research has shown that adverse childhood experiences like abuse, neglect, or a parent's substance abuse can alter brain development, affecting areas that are responsible for functions like attention and decision-making. But until now, it's been unclear exactly how these early experiences leave their mark on our brains. To get to the bottom of this, researchers conducted 2 large-scale brain imaging studies. One involved 387 participants without a history of childhood trauma, and the other had 169 participants with a history of multiple traumas. All participants were middle-aged adults between the ages of 50 and 69. Using MRI scans, the researchers identified 7 key regions in the brain that differed significantly between the 2 groups. One of those regions was the hippocampus, an area crucial for processing emotions and for memory. It's especially important for storing memories associated with strong emotions like fear and sadness. Studies have previously linked a smaller hippocampus to PTSD. And this new research suggests that childhood trauma may be one reason why some people develop PTSD while others don't. Another affected region was the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in decision-making, attention, and social behavior. In people with a history of childhood trauma, this area showed less activity. The researchers also saw differences in the cerebellum, which coordinates motor movements and is also involved in emotional processing and language. And they found altered connectivity in a network of brain regions that are all related to emotional processing. What's more, the severity of the childhood trauma a person experienced correlated with the degree of change in these brain regions. Specifically, the more traumatic events a person experienced, the more these brain regions and networks deviated from the average. The authors note that this study was unable to establish whether these brain changes are a result of or a contributing factor. Mental health issues like PTSD, more research is needed to untangle that. But senior author Vincent Greenwood, a professor of psychiatry at a university, says that the findings do suggest that childhood trauma leaves its mark on the brain. Greenwood and his team are now eager to conduct longitudinal studies to see how these brain changes develop over time and whether they can be reversed. The hope is that this knowledge will help researchers develop better interventions for people who have experienced childhood trauma. As Greenwood says, understanding the roots of these changes may ultimately help break the cycle of trauma. This research was published in the journal JAMA Psychiatry. Thanks for watching.